You
If I remember correctly, the last bit was that Io saw a giant thing walk out from a wall.
Yeah!
Yeah, Megatron's come to crash the party.
Let's get some better music going on.
No, we didn't roll initiative. We were about to roll initiative?
We were about to roll initiative.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
Alright, so as Michael is walking around from this main kind of ritual area where the battle was and where you guys entered from, you hear the sound of massive footfalls of stone on stone. You turn around to see this stone golem with kind of a cyclops head. There is just one purple orb, like at the bottom of the sword, and all the other orbs that you've collected, that you guys have found while in this area. It looks at you. In its chest, there's a little cavity that digs in, and you see two diamonds just floating there in purplish white light. Two diamonds in typical diamond fashion. The points pointing together, there's a little crackle of energy between the two. Behind it, you see Rothgrot's arcane sigil. As the stone construct's head turns towards you, its single gem, what you can only gather is its eye. There's a point of white light within it that then focuses right on you. You see it glow for a minute, and then there's a whirl of high screeching swirl of energy coming from it. As you hear and it just grows and grows, and then the light erupts out from its eye in a scream, like a vicious, high-pitched scream, as this beam of purplish white energy shoots out towards you. You're quick enough to dodge and duck out of the way, not suffering any damage from the effects. But you do see where the beam was, it left a trail of stone. This light, flaky, slate-like stone. Very delicate, very brisk. As the creature then turns to you, coming out towards you. Everyone to roll initiative. As everyone also hears that high-pitched whirl scream come around.
Yeah.
I'm gonna click my thing. I think I'm clicking my thing. I don't know.
Click it.
Things just started beeping, and I was just like, "What? It's just someone in the Discord."
No, it's just a robot.
And someone's gonna watch
Dragon Brew.
Dragon Brew.
Yay! Good old cat. What a good cat.
Do I roll? I forgot I had advantage. Do I roll again?
Yeah, roll again.
Yeah. This is what happens when you write up a really bad
No.
Okay, cool.
Nice.
We're doing okay tonight.
What you are?
Yeah.
And I mean, Luke's downtime was nothing to sneeze at.
And my one last night was a 20.
Stop rubbing it in. Stop rubbing it in.
Oh my god, it feels good. Also, a little tidbit of information. I only found it recently. You have advantage on dex checks. You have advantage on initiative. It's initiative to a dex check.
Ooh,
Okay.
I like it.
I don't know if you knew that, Carl, but I was excited
For what?
That is exciting.
Okay, yeah, I got it.
for that little tidbit. If you have advantage on dex checks, you have advantage on initiative. Because initiative's a dex check.
Oh, yeah, of course.
I didn't know that.
Makes sense.
Alright. So, kicking straight off the bat, I gotta add this guy's turn. cocked. Good. Alright, better. Oh, I've actually got to bring up the stat block. Okay, so...
That's good to know, Luke. Nice.
Yeah.
That's because my aura protection actually boosted.
Oh, so you had to actually.
Oh, okay.
So it's relevant.
Okay, so... Io, you are first up. So,
Yeah.
this creature just stares directly towards you, just getting...
I'd be able to cast Ray of Frost at the diamonds in its chest.
Absolutely can. Give me an attack roll at advantage.
Just leave that advantage toggle on.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Alright, so as you raise your hand up, you feel the surge of infernal energies as you're from halfway down your arm. Your barbs and the skin stick out. You can feel it conjuring into your gauntlets and sleeves. You feel the frost begin to coalesce around your hand. It then shoots out in a massive blue arc ray into this creature's chest. You see around its form, the gems begin to slow a little bit, and its entire form, now caked in frost, begins to slow down. There's 10 feet of movement.
Yay! Yeah. Yeah. I think that's all I'm gonna do.
Alright.
So far away.
Okay, so you click.
Did I not move either?
Wait, what?
Did I not move?
Oh, yeah. Hey, Luke, would you like to pilot Click tonight?
Sure.
Don't mind?
Yeah.
Like, just for, like, tactical reasons why, and just because of slow 20.
Just make it easier on you, yeah. That's cool. Right.
Alright, so, yeah, you can use your movement and bonus action.
Yeah. You can move down to here. Can she see? I'm guessing she can see the river. Can't?
Yeah, she can see the robot from there.
Like that. Cool. She's gonna Eldritch Blast.
Io, did you want to move or use your bonus action?
No, she's hyped up on adrenaline. She's ready to take this shit on.
Alright then.
She's got Hex as well, doesn't she?
Okay, so she's going to cast Hex and Eldritch Blast.
Yeah. What's this? Looks like a big strong thing, so I'll do strength. Has disadvantage on strength checks.
Okay, disadvantage on strength checks.
Nah. 2 Eldritch Blast, I think.
Yep, that is correct. So as Click raises up her hand, which mutters a couple of words. Her first beam strikes true straight in, indenting some of the stone around its tech, right near the gems. But the other one just goes flying straight over its shoulder. Birdies.
Hmm?
Yeah, birdies.
Oh, that's probably... We got rainbow lorikeets in our front yard.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. They like to eat all the flowers.
Oh. Alright.
Tried to feed one once. I bit my finger.
Sometimes we can get... Like, sometimes if the bats get really lost because they go from one park to another, like, sometimes we'll see one of them in our front yard eating the flowers. And it's like, ah, you're not a bird.
You're an
Not a
imposter.
bird. Those things are scary.
Oh,
No,
wait.
don't delete me.
Oh, I just accidentally deleted the golem's turn.
I think it was just.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, it doesn't have to have a turn.
It just didn't look like its token, but that's because it was upside down.
Ah, yeah.
Oh yeah.
It just looks like just a normal dude. Doesn't look as massive.
Alright, so as it walks out, it stares at you again. Looking down at you, there's another swirl of energy just around from his eyes, a high-pitched squeal, then echoes out as it shoots its rays straight at you again.
Me?
Yeah, just go up.
Point blank laser beam.
Am I able to uncanny dodge?
Yeah, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw first.
Cool.
Nice.
Alright, natural 20.
And I know the souls are bad, but they're nice.
Just duck
They're
and
so
dodge
tasty.
straight out of the way
Feel safe.
as it shoots another race just straight down at you, but then you duck and roll just going backwards and then kick off to the side. Just the beam echoes throughout the cabin, throughout the chamber. Michael, it's your turn.
Alrighty. Come around the corner. Have a look. I think I can.
I feel like I should be wearing.
I've got 10 foot. I've got 10 foot reach. So I should be able to reach it. Move to there. And I can cast Spiritual Weapon as a bonus action.
Okay.
Another 14 is going to hit.
That's a bit low.
Yeah. I don't think it's going to hit the massive golem. Hit a
Yes.
rock.
No, so as you power Aslan with divine energy, you go to screech out, whip across at it. Ting! Just dings off it.
And then I'll go in for 2 attacks with my actual spear. I used up all my luck.
So as you go to
So
slash
much
in,
for yeah.
as you go and slash into it again, you pull your spear going up the length of its thigh, but it just sends sparks flying. And as you go to try stab into its joints, before the blade even touches it, bats it off away from your hands, halfway across the room. Over here.
Well, I dropped the spear.
Yes. The spear goes over here.
Where does the spear go?
Over here.
Oh,
Ah, okay.
Alright. You still have your bonus action as well?
I used Spiritual Weapon.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Makes sense. Alright, Urbane, you hear twice this humming sound, then a high-pitched scream of something otherworldly.
Mm-hmm.
Then you hear the sound of stone, metal against stone. Ting! Ting! Then a clatter. Across stone. And you see Click just in a panic and just goes casting spells at something down. Something from within the entrance chamber.
Okay, well, in that case, I'm going to do what I do best and run. There will get me my first 45 foot of movement because I'm awesome and stuff. And then I'm going to use my bonus action to cast the Orcish Aggression and run another movement again. And what I'd like to do, because that takes me That takes me 20 feet to him, and then how tall's he?
This is a large construct, so this is about. Shame's about 10 foot high. This thing is basically nearly scraping the roof. He has probably about 2 inches of space.
What I'd like to do is part of my movement is jump, like run up, like using his legs and jump up him, and then use my attack to grapple the stones in his chest.
Okay. Make me a athletics check.
Certainly.
And it has disadvantage if it has to do athletics as well.
It does.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't. It does.
It does.
It does.
Yes.
Oh, you. God.
Right. So, what's your strength modifier?
My strength mod is 3.
Okay, so it's as you're running up, as you run forward, you leap off the ground, off the small little Diaz, and once you get to about, once you push off your legs from its thighs, reaching up, you grab onto the gems, but they are quite smooth. And you feel a small tingle in your hands that kind of spark out of you. Your fingers just lose the grip. Fall off. Back onto the ground. Alright. That's your move.
Yep.
And now we've got Ayo. Your turn again.
So is Urbane on the ground, or is he standing up?
Orbane's on the ground.
Because I got slow fall, I floated back to the ground.
And Urbane's the closest one. Michael's still pretty far away. Shut up, dog. That's something outside.
I don't think it heard you.
Get him on.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. No, it's cute. The owner, sorry. The owner's got a wheelie bin and is trying to go at the dog with the wheelie bin, and the dog's just having none of it.
What the fuck, Sydney?
As a game, it's not actually trying to hurt the dog. So okay. So this soul beam that I have.
Yes.
I know how to? I would know how to use that because I don't have to attune to it.
Yeah, you get this echoing within your this echoing feeling from within. It calls out for souls to be expended and souls to be gathered. You basically just like hold it out from the pommel and it will fire. But like in RP terms, it relays this information to you as soon as you grasp it.
Okay. And what's the damage? Like, what's the dice per soul? Like per soul use?
It's 1d8 per soul.
Don't want to use it.
You have 11 souls.
I know. I was gonna expend 2 souls.
Okay.
So I roll that twice.
Yeah. So go into the dice roller just on the left. You can roll 2 dice in there.
So what is it? It's 2d8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So it's got to make succeed a DC 16 saving throw. 14, no, for a 13, it does not succeed, so it takes all of that necrotic damage as you pull the saber out of its sheath, spin it around, and in a very brief moment you see this obsidian black and purple steel blade. And swing it around and just hold similar soul orb out, pointing towards. There's the same sort of humming that comes from the orb, but then it's like a more of a low bassy as this purple white beam shoots out. It's very thin, quite thin, much smaller than the beam coming out of the golem. Probably about 2 fingers. That 2 fingers shooting out, but takes the entirety of the damage. Just.
And I'm aiming for the diamonds again.
Okay. So yeah, you shoot around the side of it. There's a little spark of energy around the diamonds. There's a little bit of stone flying off. It's like you're shooting a high pressure water jet into stone. As you see rockets flying.
I was trying!
Smash them diamonds.
I was trying, Cam! I know, I could have.
Smash its jewels.
Okay, Click's turn. Unless you want to move.
No.
Down this corner bit here. Shoot up some more Eldritch Blasts. 17 hits.
17 hits. Just barely hits. The beam just scrapes the side of the creature's shoulder, sending a bit of stonework flying off it. And so, with that, it's, anything else you want to do? Your turn?
Nah, she's just taking cover behind the corner of it.
Alright, so its turn. Alright, you see the gems in the chest speed up. You see Roughcroft's symbol glow even brighter. And then there's a pulse that echoes out from it. I need Io, Michael, and Orbain to make wisdom saving throws, please.
You guys all get +4 to your saves.
Alright, you guys.
From
Okay, so 19.
So everyone gets 19 or above.
Yeah.
Alright. So yeah, with that, the echoing pulse just goes over you, rushes past you all.
It's
Michael,
good to be a paladin.
your turn.
Alright, he's gonna sprint over, grab his spear. Is that a free action? Just to pick it up?
Yeah.
Cool. And while he's doing that, he will send out the spiritual weapon again. You can't knock this one out of my hands, Kyle.
As your spiritual
It's a
weapon,
floating spear.
as your spiritual weapon just goes straight through the creature, straight through the stone cyclops. It just doesn't have any effect. It then returns hovering side by side its original.
Move my last 10 foot up closer to it. Make 2 attacks into its legs. Try and get it to fall over. Yes, I think that'll hit it.
Okay, so all of those are going to hit, but as your spear cuts into it, you see even with the power of Astalon, it's not slashing in deep enough.
What a bad.
There's too much resistance.
Oh my god, that's low. It takes 4 more damage unless it's undead / demon.
It is not.
I think so.
Alright, so next up, unless you want to do anything else. Bane.
Okay, so on the head, it's got one of those purple floaty balls.
Yes.
Is that right? Okay.
Deeply embedded,
I-
like on the side, like a minion's head. Like a minion's face.
Yeah, righto.
Yeah.
I wanna-
I hate how you use that as a reference.
What's wrong with
so many
minions?
other things.
Continue.
I would like to jump up and like pretty much try and jump up onto his shoulders and then just jam my meat cleaver straight into that eye sphere thing.
Alright, so make me an athletics check to climb on up. This is going to use your bonus action.
Athletics or acrobatics? Oh, same, doesn't matter. Oh yeah!
Yay!
Nice.
Things are looking up.
Alright, so this is a 18. Yeah, you succeed. It tries to swat at you with its big hulking stone arm as it grinds around you to try to jump up the side and use its own momentum with it. But you do manage to get up its arm onto its shoulder, and now you're just basically just hanging there.
I really wanted you to say it slapped its own face, but I'll live with what you gave me.
It was just like whoop.
Nat 20 would have definitely hit himself in the face.
100%.
Okay, so first attack with the cleaver. Oh!
Nice.
Nice.
And second attack with the cleaver.
Alright, as you bring your cleaver down, the crystal ball echoes, and you see that there is fragments and shards of metal from the meat cleaver just bursting out from the blade itself, from the edge of the weapon itself, but it's like a very nice slash into the orb itself. And as you bring your meat cleaver down again, another huge section of the meat cleaver just erupts into shards, forming around like in a spherical fashion like itself. But as you bring it up, there is a small, that as you have struck and bring your hand away, you see just in very slow motion a crack breaking out like ice across the surface corner, like the top left corner of this orb, down around to the front where the white, where basically a little bit of white light is congealed like a white eye in this purple, entirely purple sphere. As then that eye then comes to you, there is, then comes up and focuses on you. Let's see. Okay. I need you and it to make a charisma saving throw.
Luke, do I have any saves or?
You are within 10 feet, so you get +4.
Is it bless?
Nah, it's aura protection.
Oh,
So it's just +4 straight.
okay. So charisma 9, 11, 12, 13.
13. Okay, so with that you gain 1 point of exhaustion, and as you feel completely sapped, as there's this sudden vacuum, but at the same time of the vacuum you feel like a little bit of yourself going into it. But you then see you actually see 5 little sparkling blue lights exit from that wide eye where the crack is. And then they just dissipate into grey light.
Yep.
Okay.
How do I record exhaustion?
Alright, so I'm just going to click on your token. I'm going to put a little.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to put a little dot. So we'll go red's level 1.
It seems pretty serious for level 1.
It's your first warning. Like, this is bad. This is bad. This is bad. This is bad. Oh god, it's getting worse.
With red on the warning lights.
Alright, Io, it's your turn.
Don't know what to do.
Poke it.
Poke it? Yeah, I'm going I mean, might as well. I'm gonna try with the saber to go at its legs, I think. Yeah.
Okay, make attack roll.
Which one do I click on? There's two.
Soul Saber, fuck. Alright. Soul Saber or Soul Beam? I think
There's two soul sabers and then soul beam is at the bottom.
Oh, okay. Damn, I don't know which
Just
one.
anyone.
Do the top one. Yeah, that's the right damage. Cool. Yeah, as you pull out the souls, you swing the blade back around, and the soul saber. There is a fair bit of amount from cutting through stone. Fair amount of resistance from cutting through the stone, but you then see just flakes of stone that just crack off it. These hairline fractures that appear around its kneecap and down its leg.
Cool. She's gonna stay there still.
Alright. Click. It's Click's turn.
Maybe that's a good sneak attack.
Click's still playing Star Wars with the laser beams. So one of those will hit.
Yeah, so the first one goes,
Yes.
being careful of both Io and Urbane, she abandons that side as one being goes flying over and hits the wall, and then focuses on the upper right arm of this creature just for 9 points of damage. Leaving a really good mark.
Oh, I have things.
Anything else you want to do?
Oh, nice. Those tokens near my head. Anyone else sees those?
I
Like a
see
skull
those.
and a red-
Yeah.
That's it. That's
Oh.
yours.
I
I was just like, what the fuck?
was like, what?
Alright, let's see. Let's get. Oh, yes, it does. Alright, so again, the gems in his chest swirl up, and there's this another pulse of energy. Everyone within the area closest to it, within 10 feet, give me a wisdom saving throw.
Does that include me on its face or
Yep.
on its shoulder?
Yeah, so 10-foot cube emanating from within its center.
Sorry, man.
Oh no! Damn.
Oh, Ben still gets
Yeah.
Okay, alright.
20 or better. Except for mine.
No.
As this wave, as this pressure through the air just passes through both Urbane and Michael, you two boys both see Io just smacks her. But as it does, she just slows right down. Like slow motion fall. You're currently under the slow effect. You can't use reactions. Your speed is half. You can't use more than one attack on your turn. Additionally, you can take the target can take either an action or a bonus action on your turn, not both.
Oh,
The effect lasts for a minute.
okay. Oh, yeah.
Cam, you then see that eye as it looks out at you.
Yep.
You hear the same swirl and charge up. And the high-pitched scream as the beam fires up towards you. I need you to make
Yep.
me a dexterity saving throw.
Plus 4.
19 plus 4.
Alright, so with that,
23.
with that, you duck your head just down as this beam shoots up and hits the roof. You then feel specks of dirt, small rocks landing down on its shoulders, its head, and on top of you as well. Not doing any damage, but it's just fleeting. Alright, Michael.
I'm gonna do the same thing. Keep trying to hit the same leg and bring it down. Okay, 2 with Ascalon.
Nice, you guys are rolling so very well.
About a minute ago, we were all rolling ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Just want to remind you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sort of touch wood. Don't go ginsing us.
And then spiritual weapon for 5 force damage. Oh my
I
god.
don't have anything made.
Your head.
So 20 piercing damage and 5 force damage.
Nice. With that, the eye then focuses on you. You hear the same as a smaller beam is then shot out towards you. As it whirls up, and then a high-pitched scream goes out. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
8.
All right. This smaller beam arcs across the ground, then finds your leg, and then shoots up diagonally straight from the outside of your ankle all the way up across your body. Where is it? I lost it. Hold on. Stand by.
Stand by while we go for a short break.
I hope you've got a new character prepared. You've just been cut in 2.
Granted, if anyone was going to get a laser to the body, it probably would better be Michael, considering he's got armor and shit.
So, as this beam has shot up your leg, gone over your groin, up your hip,
Got him in the dick.
and then shot across your arm, shot across your midsection, and then shot up your arm, you see that you begin to turn to stone, and the effect begins to spread.
Shit!
Covers your entire left leg, or the entire right leg, and is now going right up. Around, and it's just beginning to spread across you.
Is this like a disease? Does it count as a disease?
And since it's your turn... Alright, so that was the end of your turn, so at the end of the next turn, you gotta do a thing.
It's not a disease, Carl?
No, it's
Doesn't
not
count
a
as
disease.
Or poison?
Nope. Alright, well, Bane.
Okay, so you said tasty pop then. My meat cleaver was destroyed trying to stab at the eye, right?
Well, not destroyed, it was just being chipped away around the edge of the...
Oh,
around
right.
the edge. Just in large
The
chunks.
how far down from where I'm standing on the shoulder is the 2 gems swirling together in its chest? How far can I reach that?
Yeah, you can. It's a bit of an arm length away, so you gotta like... Imagine Connor's like on your shoulders.
Yeah, righto.
Yeah, so he's gotta like get up over your traps and then reach down towards your chest.
Okay. Can I like hang from his neck and just do I use my fry pan or do I use my... I've already got my knife in hand, and so I'll just sort of try and swing down from his neck and just jam it straight into those gemstones.
Alright, make an
Right
attack
between the
roll.
orbs. You got multi-attack, don't you?
I do have 2, yeah.
Alright, so as you pull your meat cleaver and you slice as you go to stab it in, the blade deflects off the edge of the diamond and just hits into the stone.
Yep.
Then as you just
Cool.
cuss again, you pull the dagger back, you pull the knife back, and then try again, cutting directly in between the gems. And they kind of fluctuate for a bit. So does the purple energy that's now blocked by the meat cleaver. But you do.
Can I just like let go of that? Will it stay if I leave the meat cleaver in there?
Yes.
Sweet.
And you stab right in the back to the glyph on the back of the tree. The back
Yes.
of the cabin. Alright, so it's 3 points of damage. Alright, Io.
It would be too dangerous. Would it be too risky to try and go for the head with a soul beam? Is Urbane very close?
I'm hanging off his neck, but hey, if you think it's going to work,
You can give it a
Go for it.
Give it a red hot go and try angle it.
hey, if I fall, no big deal. I've got like slow fall.
Depends on how
It's
many.
not that high up either.
Depends on how many souls you want to expel into the blast. As you saw before, you pretty much get the sense the more souls you expend,
More fingers.
More people
the
you're
wider the
murdering.
beam will be.
No, we can just use.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
No, I'm sorry. I should behave myself. I'm not a 4-year-old.
Swallowing balls. We've got finger blasting now. We're all good.
Oh my god, this is the perfect campaign.
Is this allowed to be on YouTube now?
I think it's fine.
It's gonna get demonetized.
We don't have any money.
But it's gonna get demonetized.
So yeah, you're at half speed. You can only take an action or a bonus action. No other.
We almost had that.
No one's
We almost had that in the lake. We had that thing grapple us from the deep.
It did.
True.
Right.
3 souls.
Okay. So, as this 3-foot wide beam shoots out as you spin the saber back around, it's going to make a dexterity saving throw for 16, which is your save.
Yes.
For a 15. You rolled a 16. Let's go to -1. So it's going to take full damage. Right.
Boom.
Which is 16.
Pretty good.
Mhm.
Pretty good.
So that's 5 souls.
There's 5
That's
spells,
6 left.
souls expended.
Although, when you consider that you just murdered 3 people, it's not that good, huh?
So,
I mean,
It's gonna lay on that guilt.
so to expend these souls and conform them into necrotic energy, you see the blast dig straight in, nearly through the creature's head, that now just has a massive, massive cavity going in just beneath the eye socket, just beneath the orb eye. So it's just a 3 feet wide, just drills, looks like it's just been into it. Kind of like the head kind of tilts just from the weight now. Eye comes and finds you. You hear the same swirl. High pitched scream. This beam comes shooting out towards you. You need to make me a dexterity saving throw. You need to make it.
it's still with advantage. That slow doesn't affect.
Still with advantage, yeah.
Okay.
I need to check that as well. That's why I messed up.
It's a 14.
It's a 14. Hits your leg. No, hits your hips. In effect,
It's my money making.
hits your hips, then spreads up underneath your bosoms, and then it spreads around down to your thigh as you begin to turn to stone.
Ruh-roh.
Click.
Shit.
Totally not directed at anyone.
Good. Just someone.
Just someone.
Alright. So, click. What's she?
She doesn't have much she can do about people turn to stone, so I think she's gonna keep firing laser beams.
Alright. She charges up her claws again to shoot off 2 more beams.
Oh, God, the damage. This is a 16 hit.
There's too much going on its chest. She's just like, ugh. She pulls her beam away at the very last second, arcs away inside to avoid hitting, our good friend. Orbain. Wow, that was such a mindfucking play.
Yeah.
Who's that guy again? The one we always forget? Yeah, that guy.
That guy. No Bane.
No bane.
Nobody.
Alright. So, it's going to take both its hands, raise them up, and then just attempt to crush you as your
bring it on.
It has disadvantage on strength checks.
Yeah.
Attack levels. Yeah.
Am I doing a dex chain? Dex? To
No.
dodge? No?
This is the first time it's actually attacked.
No! But I want to dodge it!
Alright, so
Wait, how do I go?
25 and 26.
Ow.
So he's definitely not doing missiles toward me.
No. This is just him just going melee attack.
How? Right in the kiss.
Okay, so sorry, what does he roll?
25 and a 26.
Yeah, they just hit, yeah.
Just,
Okay.
yeah. I figured just barely. Oh wow, good shit damage. 2 ones in that. So what is that? That is 14 points for the first one.
Shit damage though. Jesus.
So 14, and then 16 for a total of 30 points of damage. As you're just crushed in between its hands.
Lucky it only
but
hit you
you're
for
able-
shit damage.
But you're able to push out a little bit.
Like, fuck.
I need you to make an athletics check to hold on though. As it basically just lets go and is just expecting it to drop. Yeah, you managed to hang on and just hold there. You got over half the depth.
Nice.
Ooh.
Alright. Orbain, you're turning to stone.
Okay.
No, my bad. It's happened again.
I was like, wait a minute.
So before you couldn't remember my
Right.
name, and now you're just throwing it everywhere.
Just throwing it everywhere.
Yeah.
No,
Michael,
you can't get it out of his head.
Michael
No,
and
I'm
Io,
Orbain.
you were both
Can't get you out of my mind.
you were both restrained as well. Sorry, I forgot to mention that before.
Oh shit.
You two are both restrained. Your speeds become 0. You can't benefit from any speeds. Attack rolls against you have advantage, and your rolls have disadvantage. You also have disadvantage on dexterity saving throws.
Is there any way to like break the petrification?
It just seems to be slowly moving across you.
Well, yeah. Michael is going to start hitting this thing as hard as he can. Hopefully. Alright, I'm gonna add +10 to that second attack with my Channel Divinity.
Okay.
So 27 and 28.
27,
And
28.
also, if I smelled it twice.
Alright. So,
And I'm gonna spiritual weapon it.
wow. Alright. So. Alright, so as you pull Aslan up, it glows with the divine light. You slash across, just holding one arm out basically. Slash across this thing's chest where the knife is. The knife, you hear the knife cracked to the side as the golem then turns around towards you. As you then pull your pull Asselon back again and just stab, thrusting into into where the knife already is. It's already created an opening, crack within its body. You see the purple lines of energy are disruptive and chaotic in their arc. As you send your spiritual weapon flying on through with it to an incorporeal blade, shining, glowing divine light of Aslan, pale into this thing's chest. You hear the cracking, and there's a surge of power. Blast of light explodes in the creature's chest. You hear 2 diamonds dropping to the ground, and this thing then just explodes from the back, stone going flying. As it crumbles into a pile of dust. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
At disadvantage. 12.
With that last thrust, Michael stands there, panting. The stone forms over his face, across his arm, up the legs of Asselon, as he turns into stone, into a statue.
What?
No!
Well,
It's Io's continuing
next
to
character,
turn.
I guess.
As the rubble's bouncing there, you drop to the ground. Bane, you just see Michael finishing his transformation into stone. It's your turn.
Yeah. Big. I don't want to do this.
Houston, we got a problem.
Okay, so Urbane does not want to do this, but would do anything for the people he calls a friend. Draws one of the soul stones out of his pouch and uses it to power the heart, the unicorn heart.
Make a religion check. This is you trying to transfer spiritual divine energy into the demi-divine source. There's a small flicker of 2 blue lights ascending out of the orb and converging with the heart. Combining this heart glows just a little bit more brighter as it's been dull ever since you expended all of its energies. As you gain 2 charges.
Can I cast? Because we're out of order now, aren't we?
Yeah, that would have been your action.
Right.
Io, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw. Disadvantage.
Is
Yeah,
it
she has
at
advantage,
disadvantage or is it just neutral?
At disadvantage.
Super
well-
disadvantage.
What was it? Sorry?
Dexterity,
Dex?
yes please.
Saving throw.
Yeah.
14.
Alright. As Urbane, as you take a moment, just in panic, just trying to get clinking these 2 artifacts together. Io, you feel the stone approaching up over your chest. So you pant heavily and let out just a subtle scream as the stone covers your face. Covers your body completely. So you return to stone. And now we're out of initiative.
Okay. Sweet. I'm not sure what Click's going to do, but I am going to walk up and use Greater Restoration on the both of you to try and remove this. Or I'll walk up to Michael first and do it on Michael and then see if it works, and then if it works I'll go to Aya.
What were the charges for that? Oh, one charge to gas. Okay.
Well, yeah, you said I got 2 charges. 1 charge for Greater Restoration.
That works.
And Greater Restoration can touch within positive energy to undo debilitating effect, charmed or petrified, curse.
As you hold the heart out, just panicking, just like, please work, please work, please work, please work. You hold the heart out to the chest of Michael. The glow of the heart becomes a little dimmer as the stone from where the heart is touching becomes metal, and then spreads out as the stone begins to crack and fade away from Michael.
I'm going to do the same to Aya.
Both of you, as you become normal again, no longer stone, the 2 of you just gasp. Everything was dark, dead, nothing. You couldn't feel a thing. Now suddenly the darkness is left. For some reason you just look there again.
What did you do?
I hold up the empty soul gem and the heart and say, I'm sorry.
What did you do?
Io's going to have the soul saber and like step in front of Albane. Like if they're like next to each other, she's going to be in between. It's like, don't get mad at him. Okay?
So you're saying that's
Like
Albane?
looking
Michael?
to Michael.
Ah.
Like, don't get mad at him.
So you're both in the soul dealing business now, are you?
Do you say that?
Yeah.
I snap at you and say no.
He did what he had to do to save his friends. If you're going to be mad at any of us, you're going to be mad at me. You know those beams I shot? You know this sword? It's fueled with souls. I ate them. Don't be mad at him.
Michael's eyes are just gonna glow like gold, and he's just gonna reach out and try and grab the sword.
Okay. Okay, this is basically a grapple. So, athletics check from our good friend Michael, and acrobatics or athletics from our good girl at advantage for IO.
Cool.
I know we're outside of turn order, but I was just wondering if I might be able to assist Io by pretty much shoving her aside.
Yeah, you do manage to shove her aside, but at this point, Michael's hand is bleeding. As blood drips on the floor, as he's grabbed the saber and pulled it out from her grasp, holding it in her hand, holding it in his hand by the blade. You feel the spirits
There you go.
you feel the energies, the life force of 6 spirits moving inside you. Kind of crying out, but not in pain.
I want to put my hand on Michael's chest, and I want to say, what's done is done. Without this, none of us would be here.
You talking about the heart?
Probably the sword, the longest sentence Orbane's ever said in front of any of you.
Hey, look at this boy.
Look at you all fighting.
Michael have a long look at Urbane. Just say, "You saved my life, so I do owe you. But remember I said, if any more souls are used, I'll hold you responsible. This is my final warning to you."
Urbane just nods.
Io's gonna tap Urbane on the shoulder and tell him to come with her. Pulling him aside.
Mm-hmm.
To the other room. Nowhere near Michael.
Just and before she goes as well, Michael will just sort of point the blade of the soul saber at her. I believe you said you wanted to change your life for the better. I don't see any effort on your part. And just throw the sword at her feet and walk off.
Petty little paladin, not worth my time.
Bro, Michael's laying down the truth.
Fucking Kyle is just having a ball right now.
Love it. Drama!
And
Okay.
to think I was gonna trust you with my secret. And
At
she's gonna
that,
take Urbane away.
yeah.
Michael considers his trust broken right now.
You just see Click standing there with this evil
It's like-
weapon, the harvester, and you see there's this smoke billowing from the staff itself around her
He's just
hands.
for fuck's sake.
But yeah, I was gonna take Urbane into the other room where they originally found the first chest.
Yeah.
Michael kicks the barrel and goes for a stroll. As he walks around in a massive circle while he's doing this, a massive square, he comes past multiple cells.
Oh, he's gone all the way around.
Oh yeah, it's a big place.
I'll let you guys do your thing.
Before you get a chance to speak, Urbane's gonna say, Michael is stubborn and rigid, but some of what he says is true.
I know. That's why I'm angry. I'm not angry at him. I'm angry at myself for delving into this. Just when you for once and you think your human side's all good, then your infernal heritage comes to literally bite you in the ass. I was going to trust him with this. I believed he might understand, but in this circumstance, I don't think he will. And she's going to turn around, and it looks like she's delving into her chest, and she's going to pull out 3 soul orbs. I found more. I was going to keep them on me in case any of us really needed it, but it looks like it might be the wrong idea too.
Urbane pulls the satchel out of his bag of the ones that he's got and opens it for you to drop them in if you choose to.
She will. And how many? I forgot how many she had on her.
Good question.
Was it 9?
Yeah,
I think it's like 9. I keep wanting to say 11, but 11 salts were in sword.
Yeah, 9 rings.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she's
you
gonna
just-
take.
You just gave me 3.
Yeah, she's gonna take the rest out.
Oh, you're gonna give them all?
She's gonna give them all.
Oh,
So she drops 3
Right.
and then goes into a blouse and then pulls out another 2, another 2, and then just like reaches around the side and then pulls out another 2.
okay. So that's
9 in total.
9.
Oh wait, no, that was way too many. But she drops a total of 9 in there.
Okay, so okay. Well, considering I now carry 20 of them, yeah, I think that's true. And I did minus that one that I used as well. I'll look at.
Yeah.
I will say I'm not innocent either, and then, or actually, yeah, I'll say not innocent either, and then and just say work on it, but with not being a jerk, just sort of like a comforting work on it.
She's going. How tall is Urbane?
He is pretty tall.
He's pretty tall. I know he's pretty tall.
He is 6'7".
Oh God, too tall.
He's pretty.
Pretty tall.
So she's gonna rest her hand on his shoulder. It's like. And just go, I know you're not innocent, but what you did was for your friends. I ultimately think he will understand that in time. He will not understand what I did, because what I did was selfish, and I know that. But what's done is done. I've done my dash. And yes, I just gotta work on it. But I need your help. You can't let those get into my grasp again.
I'll pat your hand and go and just say, trust in time.
Okay, that's literally everything off my chest now.
And then I'd like to sort of head out and probably walk out and see where Michael's gone.
Michael,
Around the block.
as you're brooding around here, I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh dear.
Oh!
Damn.
I need you to roll a D. Let's see. I need you to roll a
Was that
D6.
about good rolls?
Oh, man.
Remember that time you're like, oh man, you guys are rolling well.
Yeah.
We were never rolling well.
1.
Oh.
I'm just seeing red at the moment.
Excellent.
Oh.
So as you're passing through these cells, you see all the dead. You think back to what just happened, the amount of souls that you could tell was all around this place. The dead that must be in you through here. These items, these weapons, these power, and being fooled by the damn wizard, Frixelon, Josri, still alive. That caster, that rough grot, gone. You don't believe. You make a difference anymore to anyone or to anything as you take on that following floor. You have disadvantage for now on dexterity checks for initiative, and you gain disadvantage on death saves as you become apathetic.
What the fuck is this place?
Damn!
You believe
As your
can't make a
emotions
difference.
are becoming drained from you. So just again, have disadvantage on death saves, on dexterity checks for initiative, and gain the following floor. I don't believe I can make a difference to anyone or anything. Despair, guys. Despair.
Get us out of here, please!
Kyle, I specifically said no more Curse of Strahd.
As your
Hey guys, you just got an emo in the party, apparently.
Who?
You guys. Michael's
Oh, yeah, we got an
officially
emo.
an emo now.
Oh, I thought you said an email, and I'm like, what? How do we? What?
That's what I thought. I was like, how are we getting email?
We're not in that
Really?
same tree. No.
It's just really fancy message spells.
It's like the upgraded version of sending stones.
It's when an elf sends a message spell to an email.
Elf mail.
As you go past one of the cells, you see it's one of them are occupied. You see this hunched over figure in robes, pristine robes that have become completely soiled. And as it looks up, you see this, you see this face of what looks to be this humanoid figure, furry ears standing up, long snout, black mouth underneath, broken spectacles over its eyes as you see this humanoid fox-like creature. I'm just going to find a
Man, Mun knows what's going on, apparently.
I don't know, but if it is... if it is...
That face was, I think I know what's happening.
I think I know what's happening.
You think of what I'm
It's the
thinking,
same face
D1?
I made when the dead piano thing went down, and I'm not sure.
Oh, yeah.
Alright. Stand by.
Standing by.
We'll be back right after the short break.
You see, this creature's hands are manacled up around its throat as if it's like choking itself, and the chains wrap down around its body as it sits there on a pile of hay. And looks at you and says, "Hello." Just stares at you intently.
No.
So you're what caused all the curious ruckus, are you not?
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, what's wrong? Is the echo of shadows not doing you a good time?
The what?
The echo of shadows. The drain of emotions. The shadow fell, as you plain the beasts call it.
I don't want to feel so terrible.
You look terrible. I mean, not as bad as I am right now. But how do you feel about making a deal?
What deal?
You let me out. I will take you to your plane. I take it that by your outfit you didn't get here by yourself. You had help.
Yeah, we entered a portal.
In that portal, you say. Well, I could activate said portal and send you back.
What good would it do at this point?
Well, you wouldn't be here. You wouldn't feel so bad.
Kind of sound like Stewie.
I'll think about it. He walks off.
You just hear a snarl just... As you complete a lap, you come into contact with Urbane. Urbane, you said you were going to go look for it?
Yeah, I was just going to start walking a bit.
So as you get out to where the harvester first was, you see him walk across up here. You see him doing a lap in place.
Oh, yep.
Yeah.
I don't know. I might, yeah, I'll go and catch up with him. Or I'll just yell, "Oi," or something like that and try and get his attention and beckon him to come.
He'll sluggishly follow Urbane.
This once mad, perked up, fierce paladin. Now you see him again, he's just something off. He's just got this emptiness to his eyes now. The golden rage light has gone. He just leaves his plain eyes, but they just look a little bit more bland.
Urbane probably assumes it's because he feels betrayed by, well, himself and Io. And, and just sort of like pat him on the back and just say, "Let's get out of here," or "Let's go."
He just won't say anything.
Okay.
He'll just follow along.
I'm gonna have a look at the wall where the golem come out.
Yep.
See if it leads anywhere.
So as you head all the way down to the bottom, he came out of this one down here where you guys first appeared.
Oh, okay. Yep.
You see there's a small, like, 4 foot tall arch where you just were. As you pass through this chamber, you see that the circle, it's purple light that was once glowing. By the time you had depetrified Michael and Io, the purple light is beginning to fade to a near dull light.
Right.
As a couple of minutes have passed since then.
I'll wait until we're all together and say, "How do we open the portal?" Or just point and say, "Portal."
You see also the 2 diamonds just on the ground, quite large, fist-sized.
I thought they shattered with the thing.
No, they just went tink, tink, tink.
That'd be interesting picking them up. Unless anyone else was going to beat me to it.
Turn around, you look at...
Here.
Actually, just quietly click it, probably be straight for them.
Yeah, you saw 2 diamonds that were once there originally. Just now, boop, gone. As
that screams money.
As Click has now picked up 2,000 gold diamonds. Only because they're broken is because they're worth 2,000 now.
Yeah.
Has it been since annual?
By this time, it's probably been maybe about 20 minutes. You still got a really high pass on.
Yeah. Yeah, she's still in the other room. She's not leaving there. She's there. So, yeah. She's not gonna come outside.
I'm standing here talking to Michael and just go, ideas?
Okay.
Shakes his head and just sad.
You jerk.
He's useless at the moment.
You jerk. Oh.
At this point, you're also feeling completely exhausted. Everyone is pretty battered and bruised. Well, not everyone. Probably you're feeling battered and bruised. Everyone else feels good, but everyone's just not having a good time. Click is standing in the hallway, leaning up against it, and just raises and calls, "Bed! Beds!" and then points across from her. But as you guys are standing, as she's standing in this corridor, she's pointing to the side. She then, points, basically pointing towards the right.
Yeah.
Found some beds.
Yeah, right. Well, I'll walk in and get Aya's attention and sort of give her a nod and say, "This way."
She'll nod and walk over.
See, these moth-bitten beds are just completely absolutely filth. Uncomfortable laying on stone. Basically just old bedrolls laid out on the ground. Very old. Click does come over as well. And she looks like she's staring into her orb. The orb on the end of the staff as she sits up on the table leaning up against the wall. She's staring into it. She's covered and surrounded by raven feathers at this point. That billows out from her cloak. And do you all go off into a long rest? Or is there anything you can
Yeah, while we're just resting and that, I'll before we go into the long rest, I'll prep some food stuffs, and then probably sit there and ponder over my dad's note and just stare at it for a while.
Okay. Make a... You see it's half in orc.
Yeah.
Or did I give that to you?
Yeah, you did. You already told me that.
Yeah.
Oh, I wrote in my book that I don't have here. But yeah, lone tree. I should be shown in lone tree.
And when the hour's up after the orb, Io will just, if anyone's like awake or anything, she'll race out of the room they're in. Just absolutely get out of there.
Yeah. So as you guys are all sitting down, Orbane's reading, Michael's just there staring up at the roof. Or unless he's like sitting up against the wall or something, or just standing there. However he is.
Super just out of it.
Super out, staring out in space. Io just stands up and just rushes out of the way.
That's his flaw now. You're an emo.
Emo.
Is that pathetic?
And you hear her just throw up. Just absolutely. It just. Yeah.
As
It probably echoes a bit
it does.
in here, probably a bit. But yeah,
The dead.
like.
Sorry.
No, I'm done.
Okay.
I'm done.
From the dead quiet of the room, as she's left, her footfalls stop, and it's just the sounds of her regurgitating. And as you do, you see this dark blue, purple sludge in your vomit. It's most of what the spew and bile is. Just this thick, viscous sludge, just coming out in blobs, just
Yeah.
hard sludge. As it spat out on the ground, there's like some steam smoldered to it. It's just a thick pile of spew.
Didn't think cooking was that bad.
So it was only after about an hour, wasn't it, from going into the room?
Yeah.
So I'd probably still be tinkering along. So when I hear that, I'll go out there with the water skin and a bit of the food that I've been prepping, and sit it down for you and tap you on the shoulder and point it out.
At this time,
Ish.
while you guys are there, and while it's happening, you two both notice that the circle where you guys entered and where your golem entered before, the light goes completely dull.
Mm-hmm.
Io looks up at you and there's like her face is stained with tears already, and she's already got like a whole heap. Well, like her eyes are extremely glassy, but you can't tell if it was because of the pain of throwing up or if it was just her being emotional. But she'll like nod, but she's not. Just kind of collapse onto the ground, and she's just gonna lie there. She's not gonna go back into the other room.
Wayne's just going to sit behind you.
She'll probably shuffle close and just rest her head on him. And probably take some water, like drink some water.
As
Like her skin's kind of, it's bluish usually, and it's got a hint of grey, but it's just gone grey. Everything's dull. Just,
exhausted.
yeah.
And as you two, well, as you all drift off into sleep, you're all haunted with horrible screams and nightmares. There comes a whisper to you, Michael, through the night. As you hear it within your head. No need to fear. I can end this for you if you want. I could take all the pain away, and the suffering will be no more. You just have to do one thing. One thing. Do you agree?
What thing? What thing?
The staff. The whisper then returns, but just on the other side of your subconscious. The staff is presumably going to be taken, destroyed. I want you to take it to the Cliff Keep Mountains. North. And I will end this for you. And then you can have power beyond your greatest desires to be able to conquer.
What good will any more power do me? I always fail.
Not this power. Make a wisdom saving throw.
18.
18. You lose the disadvantage on saving throws.
Cool. Do I still have the floor though?
You still have the floor and you still have the disadvantage on death saves. You feel just a little bit better. Less sluggish.
Fine.
Cliff Keep Mountains. Oh, actually no. I'm sorry, no. Stormcrest Mountains.
Stormcrest. I'm assuming the staff is the one Click's got.
Yes.
Okay.
And you hear, return the harvest to me. You then see a shriveled skeletal hand that emanates this soft frost from it. And then there's this one burning red pupil with green flame coming out of it, just billowing up from the side of an eye, and then a chuckle.
Is this still a dream?
You wake up nice and relaxed, a little less sluggish to what you were before.
Just had some evil dude laughing at me. Nice and relaxed.
You got a bit of a headache as you wake up. It's just like Io and Orbain, you two have basically just passed out, collapsed on the stone floors.
She'll wake up. Yeah. She'll thank Orbain for staying with her. Kind of nuzzle. Like, we'll try. I'm trying not to get her horns. It's just trying not to stab him, but just kind of nuzzle. I assume she's like holding onto his arm or something like that. Just nuzzle into it a bit and go, thank you. I'm sorry.
I'll just reach around and pat you on the face with the other hand.
And she'll get up. Is she still feeling the effects, or is like the long rest all make it good?
You feel good now. You feel normal.
You feel good.
Does that mean my heart's got full? Oh no, it was D4, isn't it? All of them at dawn, and I get 2d4 plus 2 temporary hit points at dawn. But we don't know if it's dawn, and I think we just learned that it's Shadowfell, so...
Yeah.
Carl?
There is no dawn in Shadowfell.
Okay.
It's just from my range. Just like, should I go and talk to him? Is it worth talking to him?
I'll just say...
Am I just going to be another creature he wants to slay? You know, the ones that will make him great and powerful and good.
I'll just say, let's leave first.
How? We don't even know where we are.
Okay, so Orbain is just gonna scour the entire place looking for nooks, crannies, ways to get out, magical items, anything that could help us.
Make
Leave. I want to scour the entire freaking place.
make an
I
investigation.
will go with him.
With Io's help,
Investigation?
you can make it at advantage.
Yeah.
Holly, what?
Damn.
Over the course of 3 hours, you scour everything. Find a lot of dead bodies, find a lot of blood. The only thing you really do, the only thing of real interest other than the portal circle that you guys entered is this chamber down in here as you go through the small 4-foot arch. As you get to the bend, your dark vision ceases
Right.
as it's blocked. It is just pure black darkness.
Is there anything sort of stopping us from going there? Is it like a wall of darkness, or is it just
Yeah, basically,
very dark?
very as you pull out a light source as well, because at this point your eyes seem to betray you. As you ignite this torch, you see a wall of darkness. Shroud and shadows kind of billows out from the floors. There's a dark mist of shadows basically blocking this area. Shadows kind of dissipate and curl around the flame, but it's still kind of smouldering out.
I don't think. I think someone doesn't want us there.
I'm gonna go and find Click. She's our magic wielder, and
Yeah.
and bring her back here to see if she knows whether this is magic or not. So it seems like a strange darkness. I've never not been able to see in the dark, so this seems a bit too weird for me.
She can't see through it either.
Mhm.
Could you make a Arcana check for me there? For Click? She looks around at it. Luke,
Nope. Yeah?
would you be able to make an Arcana check for Click? Sorry.
Oh, oops.
Okay.
I keep forgetting.
That's alright. As Click comes over.
You're still being emo in the corner.
Oh, I was just listening to what you guys are doing. I'm like, it just didn't click.
It just didn't click.
Haha, nice.
As she's looking at it, she looks and he says back to you, "Magical darkness," and nods. Magical, can't say.
Does Click have Devil Sight?
I'm not too sure.
I don't know. She hasn't got a lot written down, to be honest.
I know. I know.
I normally do take it with my warlock because it's awesome.
No, she doesn't. She's got Chronicle of the Raven Queen, Mask of Many Faces, and Book of Ancient Spells.
Mm.
Book of Ancient Secrets! I'll leave it.
So yeah, she's stumped. She doesn't know what this is. She's never seen darkness like this before, and she
Right.
tells you that not like spell,
Oh,
natural.
oh.
Of this place. Of this place.
Oh, good.
Stand there.
I don't know if we've got much of a choice.
Dilemmas.
And they all died happily ever after.
I'd all like you to mark off food rations.
Food rations.
Yeah, 1 food ration.
Oh, I just wrote down explorer's pack. Didn't actually
That's right. Should have.
Well, clicks
let's
at
say-
8 now, so I assume we're at the same.
Yeah.
I never wrote it down.
You never had food.
Yep.
Lucky we got Albane.
Minus how many food rations?
Just one. So, the three of you stand there in the darkness. A minute goes by. 2 minutes go by. You guys are just stumped.
I'm gonna pull my rope out of my pack, tie it around my waist, give one and give the other end to Aya, and start walking into the darkness.
Alright.
Mm.
As you tie the rope around you, you head off into the darkness, unable to see. Do you take the torch with you or anything?
Yeah, I'll grab the torch.
Alright, as soon as you envelop into the darkness, you can see from the flame just a bare orange glow, just the dullest of glow. You know it, you can feel the warmth. You're touching it, it's not far from you, but even if you draw it close, the light from this is just completely, nearly snuffed out, except for the smallest little dot. And as you're just walking into darkness, all of a sudden, it gets light. Ayo, you feel the rope give, drop, go loose, and just drop onto the ground. Albane, as your eyes adjust to light, you hear the sound of a waterfall. You hear the sound of wind blowing tree leaves. You hear the sound of birds chirping on a wonderful end of fall midwinter afternoon. As you stand around, you look around, you see these remains of a skeleton, a large skeleton, a familiar skeleton, that's defeated. You see a frozen over, a near frozen over slush pool, with the entrance to the Wild Mother's Temple, nearly frozen and frosted over as snow is pouring down. You turn behind you, and you see that there's this little nook in a cave. There's just a small bit of pure shadow. This one dark spot hidden in darkness that looks like the sun never hit. Your rope follows in there, limp, loose.
Well, give the rope a pull.
The rope pulls and you find 7. Cleanly 7. Cut. You just hear the sound of nature around you. You are alone.
I'm taking a couple of good deep breaths, and then I made it through once. I'm going to go back for the others.
Alright. Do you just walk cautiously or do you run?
Yeah, cautiously, so I don't run into anything and
So
keep my hands out.
you hold your hands up, nearly instantly after your hands go into the shadow, as there is just hard stone surface. You just feel there. You just feel across. You feel nothing. You see nothing. You feel stone.
Great.
Io's gonna pull the rope back and it's severed.
You see the cleanest cut on rope you've ever seen in your life.
She's just going to look to Click, very panicked.
Quick just goes bad. Bad.
She's gonna scream out, Michael! Get here now!
You hear the slow clang of his armor on the stone as he just slowly droops his head forward into this kind of channel as he has to kind of duck under the 4-foot arc and then comes on up. He's kind of like shoulders are shrugged forward, he's just drooping.
She's gonna look at him and this is like, okay, I'm sorry for yelling. I can give you a better apology when we're out of here, but right now... Well, Bane just went into this darkness. He had a rope tied to him. It's severed. There's no way. Something has happened. What do we do?
Oh, shit. Sorry.
He shrugs. At the worst possible time.
My eyes going to turn to Click. It's like, do we follow him? I mean, where he's probably is can't be worse than where we are now.
That's true. She just goes, true.
She'll reach out a hand to both of them. Come on. We're going to where he is, for better or for worse. He saved my life and he saved yours. Like, looks at Michael. We have to go and find him.
Michael looks at you and just says, wait. Michael just I don't know, I'm just going to do a DM theory and just say, wait. Before you make that decision, the camera changes. The scene changes. As you stand there, Albane, just all by yourself. Everything's alone. The entrance to the temple is nearly frozen over. There's icicles hanging down. The slush of the water going underneath the ice. It's still rushing quite firmly, but winter has definitely came.
I'm just going to sort of kneel down into a bit of a meditative position and just sit there and think about what the hell I can do and take in nature's ambience.
It's peaceful. Everything is calm.
I might do a little pray to the Wild Mother to help either my friends guide their way to me or me back to them.
Okay, make a religion check.
Oh, I'll take that off.
Oh, damn.
Although prayers do fuel the faith of the divine gate that blocks this world from theirs is very potent. Although the Wild Mother is all around you at the moment, not everything feels as bad as it did the last time you came past. Nature survived. It's begun to remedy itself. Everything's at peace. Everything is calm. You can only take in that that a bit of time has passed since before.
Yep.
When before you were end of late spring, now you are midwinter. Looks to be nearly midwinter.
Oh, so time passes differently in the Shadow Realm.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Back within the horror cells. Io and Michael.
So yeah. Io's just gone. It's like, we have to go after him. He saved our lives. And we have to go and find out what's happened to him. And she holds out her hands to both Michael and Click.
Click takes it.
I am going to be like pretty lifeless. Just like, what's the point? I'm just gonna fail again.
I've never heard that come from him. Like, I know he was when he was under the fear spells, there was a bit of that, but there was never. Is that correct?
Make an insight check. Alright.
18.
Yeah, you do get the sense that something very, very much so is off. Something not... You don't believe it's emanating from him. This isn't his usual behaviour. You get the feeling that this place, this realm of dread, this different area, so many horrible feelings, he's just become very apathetic, very disconnected. Being in here seems to drain emotion. And you suspect it could only get worse. Something's not right, something otherworldly, something beyond your understanding. It's just changing, draining, becoming less of himself.
Ario's eyes kind of widen as, like, just taking all that in, like the realization that this place is fucking affecting him. And she's not gonna forcibly take his hand, but just sort of take it herself. We will get you out of here. And you've done so much for us already, okay? You've saved our lives multiple times. We wouldn't have been able to make it this far without you, and we won't be able to kill the ones that deserve to be killed without you.
Click walks through the shadows.
Is she still holding on to my hand? Am I just going with her?
No, she left. She let go. She took her hand back. Because you heard her whisper under her breath, "Ill." Because that's shit. That is just AF.
Sorry.
Just saying, you're gonna have to drag him.
Please come with me.
He ain't gonna resist though. He's just like a soulless puppet, basically. He just like doesn't think he can do anything at the moment.
You can feel that. You can feel that emotion coming from you as well. You just, from what's happened and just with what everything you guys have done, it's just draining. You just feel like it's just failure.
When we get out of here and wherever we're going, I'm going to do my best to make you not feel that way. Okay? Despite the mistakes I've just made, despite everything, you're right. What I did was wrong. And together, maybe we can help each other throughout whatever we're doing. And we need the others to do that to help us as well. Because, we're all kind of fucked up at the moment. We don't know what we're doing, but we need to get going, okay? And she's going to lead him through.
As you do so, the two of you disappear into the darkness. You follow it through. And then my roll 20 becomes really slow. Really slow.
It's the time loop.
Let's do the time warp again.
I found food. I didn't think I had food, but I do.
Yay, food!
I'm thinking about
White
the magnums I've got in the freezer.
Oh man, I'm so hungry. I'm gonna have some nuggets after this. It's gonna be great.
I
Nugget.
I
just
got
had
white
delicious
chocolate
donut.
pretzels.
I did see that donut. I was wondering what it was.
That was the best donut I've
It
had
was a
all
good
day.
donut.
All week actually.
Oh.
It was a pretty good donut. I've
I
had
got
many more
white
donuts,
chocolate
guys. Come on.
pretzels if you want to share. Or
Don't you judge
marshmallows.
As
I cannot judge. I had marshmallows for breakfast. And then I ate cheese the entire day, and I almost threw up in the Portos.
Oh.
It was wonderful.
as you come out of the darkness, the shadows dissipate. As you just feel like you're just in a really dark bit of a cave as you come out of this shallow crevasse. Just coming out, you see Click transform herself into her raven form and lands on Orbane's shoulder. both come out, you see this delicate, beautiful scene of a frozen pool in front of the Wild Mother Temple. Frost gathering over the top of trees, chirp of birds, and a rush of water underneath ice. So you guys appear in front of the Wild Mother's Temple. In winter.
Io's grip kind of tightens around my hand. She's like turning to me. She's like, "How long will we be there for?" Io's not attuned to whether she wouldn't be able to read
Everyone's feeling
what
quite...
time. I was done with my thing.
Oh, okay. Everyone's feeling quite cold, except for Io.
Yeah, so Io doesn't even doesn't really register except for.
Io's just like, this isn't too bad, but this is just beautiful. Everyone else is just feeling chilly. Especially you all there, just your shirts. As just a thin layer of snow is now covering the ground. You see rabbit tracks inside. Nothing really else except for the quiet sound of nature.
I'd be interested in going into the temple. When I see the other two walking down the bank, I point to the entrance of the Wild Mother's Temple. Being a follower of the Wild Mother and all.
Right.
You're going back in.
It's not where we just were, was it?
Oh, we went in.
Yeah, we went into the temple.
Into the temple.
A nice portal.
Oh, that's right. We did before too, didn't we? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how. Yeah, and then we get teleported. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All good. That was a while ago. My bad.
That was a while ago.
That's a year ago.
At least one seasonal change. Okay. We'll start walking back to town, I guess.
You wanted to get to West Run, right? Like talking
Yeah.
to.
Oh, that's yeah. Yeah, I say Lone Tree.
Yes. And considering, she's going to look him up and down. Considering what you're wearing, you could probably use some warmer clothing.
Just shrug and nod,
You guys currently...
trying to ignore it.
I have a place in West Run. And it's not the best place. And that shouldn't surprise anyone, considering everything that's gone down. But don't worry, it doesn't involve killing people. But yes, it's a place in the middle of the markets, so you should have access to everything we need. And we can stay there for a couple of days, we can get ourselves together, and then go to where we need to be. But that's my suggestion.
Urbane just keep nodding.
But yeah, just a warning about the place. There's a door, and don't go through there. Don't go through the door. Okay, we're all good? Let's keep going.
Sideways look at Michael. What the fuck?
Michael just shrugs it off. Michael just... Isn't that right?
Sorry.
Isn't that right? Just shrugs it off.
As we're walking along, as we start walking, I just want to collect as much nice food as I can, berries and stuff, to make us an actual decent food instead of crappy rations.
You do find some winter snowberries, but they're in very small supply. There are game trails there are like like within the snow, or you can think of gazelles, maybe some deers, rabbits through the snow. But at the moment, it's just nothing around you. You don't find much food. Make a survival check to see how much.
Sweet. Wrong button. Go away. Minimize.
Missed a lot of that,
Oh.
yes.
Yeah.
Wrong button. Survival.
Hasn't dared really. Alright, so you find probably about 2 handfuls of berries over the next course of 3 hours.
Okay.
As you guys are traveling back towards what you can only suspect to be the way you came.
Yep.
And as you pass on through, you go past the as you go through the forest, you do see the ruined shack that you guys stayed in that one time. And it's all covered in snow. Whatever food was grown for has not been tended to in a long time. Not a long time, but it looks a couple
Is that
of
the one I
months.
found pie at?
Yes. And you first found the central rat.
Hmm.
You see Pie's not there either.
No, pie was tied up in the pub.
Pie's in
Oh, yeah, Pie's at the
Whitestone.
Mm.
Yeah.
Hopefully still, but probably not anymore. Considering it's been a while.
It's been a while. No.
Probably pie is a pie by now.
Pie is probably definitely a
Pie.
Sweet pie. Alright. Eventually, after the course of finding your way through, you guys make it all to a road. Oh god, I've forgotten the name of it.
You have one job.
Yes, it's the
Actually, technically, he's got many.
No, he's got one job, and it's to remember the name of the road.
Road.
to rule them all. Alright, sorry, just got to change the camera. And so as you come to this forest road, why isn't that working? Why is that not working?
I'm gonna be right back.
Alright.
Sure.
Oh wait, oh yeah, it's working. Go. Oh god, big characters.
One enemy. Enemy destroyed.
As a lot of you pass through the woods and find your way towards the Alabaster Trail, you see it's covered nearly all over in snow with trails of wagon wheels. What seems to be, from what you saw before when you first went up, hardly any. At the moment, it kind of looks like a lot. A few, like, over time. It seems that over time, a lot more have been coming past and coming through. Going both directions. Deep caravan tracks, as if from before, where it was just small little bumps, just little concaves just in the road. Now leave small, deep trails of compact dirt and rock. As you follow as you all make your way down the trail, traveling slowly over the course of a week travel, you guys make your way, or not a week, over the course of 3 days of just wandering and walking and foraging. You guys make your way to the tavern where you all first met, and where you were walking before. As the four of you stare at it, the smell of brisket, soup, and breads, and ale, and wine assault your noses. The sounds of festive music also fills your ears. Sounds of happy cheers and laughter coming from within. And as you are coming to the tavern, you see it's decorated in a very festive manner to what you know as the Winter's Crest. The middle of winter, the highest point. Or a bit colder to the cold, where a lot of cities celebrate this Christmas-like event. It's warm, it's comfortable. There's a long, drawn-out sigh as you guys venture into the tavern. But you turn back and see Click. She stands there. Everyone make a perception check. Okay, nice.
I know this shit.
At least we had one good roll.
Mine was average.
Okay. What you see as you look up at Io, as you stare at Click, you see that her eyes grow jet black, solid jet black, empty. You see a small glowing point of green within them, just the dullest, faintest hue of green within her eyes. And there's a bit of a shake, a jitter, as looks like she's become paranoid. You see as she's clasping the harvester around her hands. Just ever so slightly, you see between her fingers, darkness, full darkness. That even in here, it's very similar to the shadowy darkness you came out of.
Io's just going to slowly approach with her hand out, like coming to, like, towards her face.
As you do so,
Like her cheek.
it startles her, and she backs up outside the door. And then she calms down.
Hey, I'm not gonna hurt you. No, I'm not gonna hurt you. Okay?
You see she clutches the staff ever closer.
I'm not gonna take the staff. Was there any changes? Like, did anyone ever notice any changes throughout our journey, throughout our 3-day trip, or is this kind of all of a sudden?
All of a sudden, really.
Is it something about this place? Do you sense someone?
She shakes her head. Feathers ruffled.
Do you want to come inside?
Slowly nods, then slowly comes inside. Approaches a small corner, sits up on a table, knocking everything off, and then just sits there.
I was just gonna clean up. Like, if there was tankards and stuff that fell, she's gonna clean them up and put them back on the table. And she's gonna stay with Click, just making sure she's okay.
As you say with Click, Orbain, you are greeted by your manager. He goes, "Fuck you been? I thought you were dead in the wolves."
Yeah, I was waiting for that. I'll just shrug and point to my travelling party
Oh,
and just say, "Dirty work."
All right. You're not getting paid for those days you're gone. Well, that's it. No. So I take it you're not going to be sticking around then. You're going off again. All right. Whatever.
Yeah. Just pretty much gesture, just yes and no and whatever, and pretty much just say yeah, no. I ain't sticking around.
He pours you a nail. And then puts his hand out.
Sorry.
He pours you a nail and then puts his hand out for a shake.
Yeah, I accept.
Firm shake. Michael, make a wisdom saving throw.
24.
As you're coming into this joyous atmosphere, you hold your spears just laying across your lap. You look down at the split within the blade itself. And there's a spark of electricity. That spark comes through you as well. Joyous spark, a life-giving spark. And then you hear from over your shoulder. Then you look up, and then you see sitting across from your arms in his chin. Your solar.
Mm.
What did you agree to with the Whispered One? And that's where we're going to end it tonight.
I knew it was him, but also, did you? Is it her? Was it her?
Could have been.
Was it her in the cell?
Could have been. You don't know.
Was it her in the cell?
Who's the solar?
Did you bring my foxy girlfriend into this campaign?
I brought a foxy girl in.
She might be a friend.
She might not. Anyway.